let let go of the conversation, especially as a man. Like you're not competing with nobody. Like you're just competing with yourself as being a better person every
Yeah.
day.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dad Strong 253. We are back every week. We are here. My name is William. We have Tyler and we have Q. And the gang is here. So,
What's up?
today is episode 3 of the series that we started a couple weeks ago of once you find out you're a dad later in life and the steps going through that and getting your fitness back around. So if this is the first time you're watching us, please go back 2 weeks and watch those first 2 episodes before you get into this one. And so we're going to get into that. Today's episode is about prioritizing self-care. And what does that look like? It's more than just fitness, but we're going to get into that here. First of all, we're going to start off with our first round of jokes, and then we're going to get into some wins and fails, and we'll get right into that topic today. So let's get into it, gentlemen. Let's go with some jokes. Who wants to start us off? Bueller? Bueller?
Right. All right. So, what is the safest way to avoid exercise?
Selfish way?
Safest.
Safest.
It's the safest way to avoid it.
I got it. Nothing.
Come on, team. Come on.
Safety hat or
You just call it active recovery. I'm in active recovery, so I can't work out today.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yep. Solid. I expect you guys not to, when I say that going forward, you can't use that anymore. You guys know why you should never brush your teeth with your left hand?
Because it's not right.
Just wipe their ass with it.
Because your toothbrush works better. Gosh.
I get it.
I wasn't the slow one to that one.
I know. I don't have a slow one. Sorry. Wait, I'll give myself this one.
All right. What do you call a monkey with a firecracker? A baboon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, joke.
Yeah, joke. Why did the broom get fired?
Oh. You got swept off his feet? Oh, that's a love joke.
You see that one, though? He kept sweeping the problems under the rug. That's
like
ammo for you, motherfucker. Ammo.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. That was good. That's good.
Thank you, boss.
Why? Is it me?
Go for it.
Why is it hard for giraffes to say sorry?
I don't know.
It just takes them a long time to swallow their pride.
Did
you guys know that 30% of pet owners let their pets sleep in their bed? I tried it, and my goldfish died.
All right.
I give myself that one. Thank you very much. Speaking of pets, Q, has the cat slept with you yet?
Fuck no. I just seen on
at least not for the whole night.
Channel. Fuck no. I just seen on the Discovery Channel. That's how you get worms and shit. So that would never happen. I'm black, bro. Yeah. We don't kiss our dogs. We don't let our pets in our bed. Sorry.
Good for you. I don't let pets in bed either.
Thank you, sir. For the culture.
Oh. So there's our joke segment. We're going to have some more at the end of this bad boy. So let's get into the win and the fail of the week. So we can have one or the other. So what do you guys got?
Mm-hmm.
The
I would say,
pause.
I was about to say, well, the win for me is, what the hell? Taking the whole family down to Chicago to see my son graduate the Navy was a plus, and I found a way to do it
Oh, okay.
without paying up front and paying too much interest.
There you go. There you
So
go. Is that what you
that's
were
a
talking about the
win.
other day?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, because it was getting to the
I do
point like,
apologize because you said graduation, but I don't think you said Navy. And so my
uh,
brain went to like high school. And I was like, oh, it's getting to that level now where we have to pay for high school graduation.
it might be.
Oh,
So you got to
boy.
pay for play sports.
Yeah, right. Right. Right.
Oh boy.
Well, that's definitely a big win. That is definitely a big win. Just before that, here you go. I got you. I got you.
Thank you, boss. Thank
Hey.
you. You make extravagant things happen.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my job.
Absolutely. Tyler, what about you, sir?
Hmm. I didn't have any big like win or fail moments for myself, but I guess I was involved in a couple that got my son into his first skimboarding competition, local deal here, and he's all nervous going into it, but talked him up and he got after it and ended up winning his little age division, so that was pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah.
I
Um,
like it.
and then daughter has been struggling at her district track tournament this weekend, but today, like the last event she was competing in, she ended up winning that one and qualified for regionals. So
Hell yeah.
Let's
that's
go.
cool. Too cool.
Let's go.
Proud parent moments to watch your kids, battle through some adversity and keep
Always a bonus.
putting forth
Yeah,
that
yeah.
effort. Yeah, that's cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, man,
Yeah, there you go. I like it. There you go. I got you too.
hey,
Mine is a
you get too
combo.
much joy out of that one, Will.
I do. I really do. It's too fun. I had
Don't give this man a
a
fart
win.
machine.
You know what? Wait, you want to hear something really funny? This is called Transition 2. You tell me what it sounds like.
A couple things.
It could be, but the
Right now.
graphic it shows is like a little puff of air. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what they're trying to get.
Oh,
I see,
yeah.
like an airplane toilet is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, yeah. Or let this one. I don't know what this is.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Oh God. Well, just fuck that
That's
up.
every 90s movie
Yeah, yeah.
or something.
So yeah, no, my I have a win and a fail, and it comes from the same moment. So I think I've talked about it ad nauseum, but Calvin's in jiu-jitsu, and one of the things that he has to do to earn a stripe is just be there, consistently showing up and participating and do his best, but also learn how to tie his belt. And we've kind of practiced, not really. So we started practicing and we got it down to some degree. And at least I know how to do it really well, but he still figured it out, but he felt pretty good about it. And so at the end of class, he goes, I want to go show coach I can tie my belt. I was like, do you think you're ready? He's like, yeah, I think I can get, he was like, I think I got it. I was like, you sure? I was like, I think we need more practice. Just, I'm not trying to stop him. But so the win is the fact that he felt empowered to go do that, but I knew he wasn't, and I just had to let him learn. And then I watched him at the end, and bless that coach's heart, he's just like, he's got so many of these 4 and 6-year-olds that deal with it. And Calvin was down at the end, just trying to he got to the point where you cross the belt in the front, and then he just stopped working, like his brain and body. And the coach was like standing there, hands on the hips, like, okay, keep going. And then Calvin's asking, like, hey, do I do this? He goes, I don't know. You just got to show me. So I appreciate the coach doing it too. But so his little fail was like, because Calvin just kind of came back and I was like, it's all right, buddy. But it's like, I wanted to stop him, but it didn't. So it's kind of a fail.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I think that's
wouldn't-
right. I
that's a
think that's the
fail.
right move, man.
You gotta
Yeah.
learn. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was about to say that.
Yeah.
Like it's
And
motivation.
part of me was like,
get it right.
yeah, part of me was like, no, I think we need more practice. He's like, no, Dad, I've got this. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
Mhm.
Yeah. I
But
would applaud him
sometimes they
just,
do.
just
They
having the
step up and
courage. Yeah.
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 Having that courage, and like, let's say if he would have got that loop, That's when you just had that head nod like hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing he's become, I guess if there's any other real fail, it's this, he's become a bit of that like cheeky argumentative version now. Like anything you say, he's just gonna say the opposite just because.
Mm.
And it's just
Mhm.
like, oh, he's like he argued with me over giggling is not laughing. And I was like, no, that's not a thing. I even like pulled up Google, did a search for him, and had it read it out loud to him. He's like, they're wrong too. I'm like, you know what? I can't. I'm not gonna deal with
Mm.
this. I'm not gonna do it.
Good way to deal with that is do it right back to him until he
I was
realizes it's
just about to say
frustrating.
that. I say I do
Yeah.
it with my kid, me and my teenager been doing that all his life. I'm like, I would hit him back like idiot, but crack a joke back with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Mhm.
so I'm like, so just anytime a girl chuckles, you're not gonna call it a giggle. You're just gonna call it, you're gonna call it a straight full blown laugh. And I would just until he's annoyed, and I sit back and be like, ha, 38
Mm.
years of
Mhm.
this. Play with me.
Yeah.
Play
I
with
got
me.
I just
50 other examples. Let's go.
right. I just
Facts.
look at it.
Play with me.
Mm.
He goes to argue with me, and I finally like I'll play along for a while, and then I just get to the point of like, okay, you need to be done. And he's like, okay, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, so
It's good for him to figure it, you want them to be able to, argue a little bit or at least like stand up for themselves and
Mhm.
know how to push back and have those back and forths, right? But like, yeah, when's it too much?
right. When is it
Yeah.
Like,
like enough is
how
enough?
much do you let it
See?
go?
Yeah.
Facts. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, when they hit a soft spot, or if they're at the age where that tone of voice changes, like, whoa, hey, all right,
Mm.
we call it right there. It was fun for that
Hmm.
5 minutes. You went too far, or
Hold
you hit me
on,
with a
cross the line.
fat,
Yeah.
fat
Cross the
joke.
line.
I'm like, okay, yeah,
Oh
bro,
yeah.
it's over.
For
Yeah,
sure.
my
For
daughter will
sure.
do that to you. Give him the parent look. Mm. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
All right,
Mm,
too
sorry."
far.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I've got the tone down
Exactly.
with Calvin now.
I think
If I
my
go
dad
certain,
probably still gives me that look from time to time.
Yeah, me
we,
too.
yeah,
Me
we
too. Like,
get it.
I
We all
know it.
get it.
Like, oh,
We all get it. Like, oh
like, eh.
shit. Oh shit. All right.
Yeah.
So that is our wins and fails for the week. Okay, let's get into it right here. So as I mentioned at the very beginning, episode 3 of our series that we started a few weeks ago, today we're going to get into prioritizing self-care. What does that look like now that you are later in seasons of life? You've just now become a father or about to become a father. You're trying to get ahead of that. So um I guess let's start off with this. What when you hear the word self-care, what does that look like for you? What does that mean for you guys? Because obviously it's going to look differently for every single person, especially as a soon to be or newly
Um,
father. So let's go there.
are we sparking that as like newly father?
Either or.
I would say, yeah,
Yeah.
me, 18, I wasn't thinking about no self care. That conversation is not existing over here. I was doing the opposite. But hey, for now, as it look like later in my season, is mind, body, and soul. You know, you gotta take care of the mind, you got to nourish the body, and you gotta do things that nourish the soul nowadays. Because you know, as we get older, as men, we figure out we do have emotions, and they will dictate how your day
How
portrays.
dare you say that out
Shh.
loud?
Don't
What?
don't don't take me out the man group.
Who
Do not
who told you
excommunicate me.
this? Who told
Communicado
you
on
that?
this one.
Excommunicado over me.
Feelings and emotions. Get out of here with it. No, I'm just kidding.
Screen goes
But
dark.
facts. Oh, there goes Q. But nah, man. All jokes aside, that's like where I try to focus now, man. Like I feel like my mental's not there for the week, the day, the month, whatever we're talking about. All other plans would like be obsolete. Let's say if I'm not mentally behind, hey, I'm gonna eat better this week. Nine
Mm,
times out of 10, I'm not gonna eat better that week because my mindset's already broken. That means that's not the stability to have discipline. And for me, so my goal is like I try to make sure like my Sundays, besides recording or doing things like that, is straight decompression and family. And to start my week off because the weeks are always stressful, up and down, just being human. Life be life.
Yeah,
mhm.
for sure. For sure. I mean, I like that. I mean, obviously, it's a good point, right? When you were young enough, it's self care is it had probably a very different meaning at that point in
Yeah,
time
I'm
in
Superman. I
life.
don't need none of this. I'm living through
Yeah, or
everything.
I remember at least for me growing up when you heard self care as a young adult, it was like, well, I
That
got
was woo woo
some
at that point in
yeah,
time.
I got some self care I
Yeah,
cannot
all
talk
right,
about in
hippie.
public. Yeah.
Right. Facts. Facts, man.
um,
It's
so that's good. Tyler, what about you?
Yeah, I think
Drinking
it's
on
a
the
pretty
job.
well, it's a super duper
I
hard
don't know
non-alcoholic
the reflections
soda
high
water.
on that one.
Yeah.
it'd be like a little cup water.
So
Thank you.
I think a good word for it is like seeking out peace in life,
Mm-hmm.
where if you're looking for something different or looking to uh you know adjust your days and whatnot, like looking for those moments of peace, but also the people that you're bringing into your life, or because a little kid added to the mix is chaos, right? So
Mm-hmm.
like those moments between you and your partner, between other children or your friends, like making sure it's not chaotic or adding to your stress load, more so benefiting that the side of peace, right? Like peace, love, a little bit of adventure on the side, like
We're gonna put that on a sign.
get after it. Yeah.
Facts.
Live, love, laugh.
Right.
It's close to it, right?
Close to
Yeah,
it.
because man,
Absolutely.
like they say, like to say, happy wife, happy life. Like I really feel like, man, like it being my friend group, like the man
Boo.
dictates the status of the home. Like if you're chugging and being like positive and doing all that, like your house teams, in my experience, rally behind you. Now, if I have
Yeah.
some
Mhm.
days that I'm not leading the right way, I can see it truckling through the house. Old lady might not be as happy. Kids a little frustrated on getting up, a little slow. And if I don't take like that,
Mhm.
like you said, that piece of opportunity to spread the love, it's just like, no, I'm just letting the stress build for myself throughout the day.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's like, when you're a family unit and you're all living together, like
Hmm.
each person can, raise or lower the
The energy level.
vibe, the feeling, the
Yeah,
energy of everybody around them. So like, but
exactly.
I think as a parent, you two probably have like the highest impact, on whether or not it goes up or down.
Facts. I
So
agree.
yeah, if you let your shitty day, or your lack of,
Mhm.
you stayed up too late, watching TV or playing a game, and
Yeah,
now you're cranky the next day, it's like, yeah,
Goes
it's
it's
a
straight
like
to
the
that's a
maintenance.
big,
tongue.
huh? Yeah.
It
that's
does.
that's one of the points I put
So,
on there, is like staying up late does not equal
mhm,
self care. Like,
it doesn't.
I mean,
Exactly.
maybe
And that's what I
maybe
was about to
one
lead
day here
into.
and there, but like, man, you let
Right.
that
Well,
And you
start
make a
let's
to
habit.
let's put it
You
this way
make a
then, I
habit of
guess.
it.
Um, we've talked about it and we'll get into it here a little bit later of like the fitness side of things being self-care. We know that's important because that's what we're kind of leading into. What are some other
Mhm.
things? I know we've had we've had the kind of this conversation on previous episodes, but let's kind of really dial it in here of like what are some other things that you would designate as self-care to be the best version of yourself, whether it be habits or other things you do.
Oh, I think I got a kind of easy one to that one, is cleanliness, man. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not naturally inclined to like, if I take my shirt off, it's usually gonna go on the floor in my closet, and eventually, a day or two, I'm gonna clean that closet up, right?
Right.
But like, the more time that goes by and more age and whatnot, I find myself, jumping on the dishes a lot quicker, or cleaning that mess up faster, or liking organization, having that calendar available. Like, you realize, like, if you get your life in order a little bit, like, it
Mhm.
all, like, it takes away a little bit of that stress or a little bit of the chaos, and helps things run cleaner.
Oh no,
So
he wasn't playing on the recording. He
mm,
was like, "We locking it in."
yeah, man. Let's
I
go.
know I've been working
Yeah.
on my caloridism. But yeah, cleanliness is
Yeah.
always up there.
I don't even know what that
Like
word was right there.
I
That,
don't know, but I just made it
we
up.
need. I need
Calorism.
to see like
There's a
how it
look. There's
puts
a
it
word for
in
everything
spelling
now,
underneath.
so ain't no reason why
That's gonna
I can't make my word up too. Like there's a word for everything nowadays.
it's
Watch,
gonna
you
be
gonna
a fun
see that
one to
start
edit.
trending.
Put
It's gonna
like
start trending.
caloridism and then put
You know what I mean?
cues
If your AI
words.
has any culture, she better catch up.
Put it on the back of
You
a
know, feel
shirt.
me? Tell that
Hey,
bitch she better learn how to speak Ebonics.
it caught
She
you
gonna be
saying the N word. I'm
transcribing me.
just saying.
You know what I mean? Hey, oh me, it's my right.
Well, you know what's funny about that is that I don't think I've talked to you enough that like it just flows, so I don't even catch it anymore. And then
Right,
it's not until I go to edit, I'm like, oh shit, he said that.
right.
Like nothing
Oh
is a
me,
problem, but I
yeah.
don't care.
That shit sometimes be second nature. I'm like, I gotta remember, but I
No, it's
gotta
funny because, like
read
I
the
said,
room.
I don't even catch it. You and I will talk in
Environment.
person, and I'm like, oh, what? Anyways, off
Oh
tangent.
yeah.
Stop that.
Oh me.
Mm. All right, all right. So
But yeah,
what are
man.
you searching for? Yeah, what
Right.
about you, Will?
Well, Q
Yeah.
didn't finish his
Yeah.
answer.
Oh,
Oh
you
no, I'm just gonna parallel with Tyler's like man, cleanliness. Yeah, man. Like I grew up in a black home. Dishes had to be done for mom came home. Like so that's kind of like been
I hated that as a kid too,
self
man.
care.
Like,
Yeah. So
like
like
you
that
busted
structure
into my
just
playtime.
you
Well,
feel me? And,
okay, let me ask you
and
this
that came
though.
on like the clock was right when Dragon Ball Z was coming on as a kid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or
So
Toonami.
that's okay. Now, do you
Right.
think though? And I think you guys both kind of answered this, but like some of that answer is yes, you appreciate it. But would you say that
Mhm.
it's more self-preservation than self-care?
No, I
Because
wouldn't.
like you learn to grow up with it. Like for example, Q, you just said, and that's why I'm asking clarification.
Uh,
You know, Q, you were like, "Hey, if I didn't get the dishes done by the time mom got home, I'm in some shit." Right. So once again, that's a self-preservation type of thing. So, but
I
does
mean,
it
at
come
the
down to the
moment,
road now that it's like, you know, for example, uh, I do thoroughly enjoy like doing laundry. There's something like zen for me, therapeutic. Even so, even though there's sometimes I'm like, I really don't want to do it. I've got a shit ton to do. But once I start, I'm like, I don't know, it just puts me in this weird space, and I'm like folding laundry. And even when I had,
yeah.
you know, multiple people, and now it's just me and the tiny human, but it still gives me this
That's what
like
I'm saying.
moment of.
It's just
So
you
that's why I was
and the
asking,
little
like, is
guy.
it the
So
Mm.
dishes?
self care, like if you have a house with multiple people and you come home and the house is clean, it's like a better feeling that everybody
Oh
don't have to
man.
clean. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
care, like because you come home
Yeah.
if there's a little bit of laundry there, somebody that's sweet, the whole house feels stressed. Like, damn,
Yep.
somebody got to clean. And what else ain't clean?
Hmm.
Okay,
It
what
just
about these kids' room ain't
it ticks
clean?
in your head like, I got one more
And
thing to do
I
today
would say
before I can go to bed.
as long as I keep my house in order, I could like got them on a routine. I come home to a clean home. I'm at peace. I'm
Right.
good. I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, ain't nothing to do. I don't got to yell at nobody. I
Say,
don't have to
I should
go ahead.
clarify. Ours is not perfect, right? Like that we have our dirty
Yeah.
house days, right? But
Oh
like
Yeah.
yeah, they have it.
Everybody does.
maybe one or two will go by and it's like, all right, we gotta like everybody pause. We're all cleaning for 30 minutes straight. Let's go.
Right.
Try to get things back in line a little bit because then you start missing, that where's your, uniform sock or, where's you know, your backpack at where all these things start going
Mhm.
missing,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
um,
organization.
and if everything's kind of in its spot or at least close to it makes those moments fewer and further between,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
helps with the
frustration.
peace.
Yeah. I get it.
But
I get it. That's why I
Zen.
was asking because it's like sometimes it was
Yeah.
painted off as like, well, I'm doing this to create peace, and so I can understand it. But like I said, sometimes we do things that are more trained into us for self preservation that become a habit of a
Yeah.
lifestyle we want to live. But is it a normal thing to like none of you sounds like hey that does help with the peace so I don't have to worry about it. But if chaos is ensuing in your brain, you may not default to going to do the dishes and cleaning. Maybe. I don't know.
I
That's why I was
mean,
asking.
for me though, yeah, for me, like especially like having the house clean, like it's like again, it's like it's self care because like like it's a feel good feeling for me. Like I'm teaching my kid life
Yeah.
lessons. Like I used to say, when I was 16, I probably would have looked at it as self preservation, so I'll get my ass beat. But now I'm
Yeah.
like, I be doing
Yeah.
things and I be happy when I come home happy that my kids did that. Cause now I know they got that structure they need that's gonna help them be healthy, help them be organized. So like I was still tied in because like it's a aha
Yeah.
moment because I got the power. I run my house. I feel good because I've been charged. When she when she when she said, "Oh,
Yeah.
hustle and flow, let me drive the car, D." Like I'm driving my motherfucking car.
Right. No, I love it. I just want, I like said, I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
because the way you said it, that's why you were like, oh, I got to get the dishes done
Okay.
before mom get home. So I was like, well, is that self care, or are you just making sure you don't get taken out? But
Yeah.
Right.
I think
Little
I
bit of
think for
both.
a good chunk of my life, it was driven more so on other people's perceptions
Mm,
or like
Yeah,
they
that's
wanted
fair.
it
most
and this and
definitely.
that. And I think more so in the last, 10 or 15, it's becoming more and more of like, no, actually I do like things to be,
Clean,
a certain
organized
way
at
or look
home.
a certain way. Like,
Yeah.
I hate coming like I just earlier this week. So maybe this is a little bit of a dad fail, right? But after the last kids party, sometimes to clean certain parts of the house, stuff makes it out in the garage. And like I had it all nice and clean. Everything was all hung up and lined up. And then my dad comes over to work on something with me and he like follows me out here to grab some tools and stuff. And I'm like, man, there's stuff all over the floor now. Like, so I don't like having
Yeah.
those moments when like people pop by and you're like, ooh, like I'm,
Yeah. Yeah.
putting forth a mussed up image.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, some of the stuff, I mean, I've talked about it in the past, but just like, um, I got into like meditation for a while, uh, and then just practicing that pause in life of, stop thinking about what's coming up and what happened. It's just like
You tried to
where I'm
meditate?
at.
I wanna see
I
what that
have,
looks like.
well, no, I have meditated in the past. It's not
So do you buy
really,
one of those, like, the little things where it's talking to you like, "Okay, now, Will, we need you to, They got the
no,
little music
actually,
playing,
That's
I
just
don't
on
do,
then the
YouTube, man. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
little bowl.
yeah, no,
Ooh, yeah.
I don't do the guided shit. I just play on
Oh.
like I have a lo-fi hip hop chill playlist that's just instrumentals, no lyrics. And whether I'm like
Hmm.
focused on computer work or whatever the case is, or if I just want to
Mhm.
focus, I put that on. I don't get distracted trying to sing along, and they're short clips where I'm just like, okay.
That
And so
music messes me up, dude. I can't concentrate for shit when it's on.
you know what's crazy is
I try
I
to pick
read
out every song. I'm like, wait, what song was that?
I read a thing that was saying like
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you listen to old school what was it old school Nintendo songs from like Mario Brothers as
Mhm.
study
Mm.
music, it actually will help you focus more because of like the
The
trauma
patterns in it?
basically of playing video
Oh,
games and
okay.
Uh,
focusing on the next
oh,
level.
and having to
Yeah, I'm about to say,
redo it.
yeah.
Yeah, so then you
Yeah.
just get this
Facts.
habit of like, oh, I'm focused.
Do do
I'm
do
like,
do 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 for a test. Do 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 do
You
do do.
imagine I imagine taking the NASM with that music in the background, just all that pressure, bro.
Oh,
First of all, the proctor would not allow that. He'd be like, "What the hell is that? That's cheating."
That
So,
yeah, no. I'm talking
mhm.
about just
um,
even the study part, trying to get those
oh yeah,
words. You imagine
yeah,
reading that word,
Yeah.
dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. You're like, "I'm just trying to get it out the sugar
Uh,
word." Dun-dun-dun.
stupid Bowser's coming
Auto
for him.
action.
Yeah,
Yes, man,
yeah, I would say,
yeah.
but like, I've attempted that. It's not really for me, but like, just having that moment of um checking in with myself, like with the chaos, the
Mhm,
rigmarole of every single day. We, as I mentioned, you think about all the things you've got to do, everything you've already done, and sometimes you forget to check in with yourself. And we are all busy humans with and kids and everything of that nature. So having that
mhm,
5 minute pause throughout the day of just like, how am I feeling? Am I agitated? Am I annoyed? Am I happy? Am I
mm,
complacent, right? Did somebody piss me off? Did somebody make me happy? Right? What was that? Whatever. Maybe you had an experience with a person or whatever, and you're like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, just have that like 5 minute check in, and a couple times throughout the day. I think that's my biggest Biggest self-care thing that I started doing a
Mhm.
few years ago when, uh, the marriage started to take a turn for the worse. Because you just like, when you're going through that type of ordeal of just bad things when you thought one thing, and then you find out it's everything that you thought is crumbling around you, and you battle with any doubt and stuff like that, and what you could have done differently, but you don't check in on yourself, so you're just trying to, Q, you said the phrase "happy wife, happy life," and, like, immediately is like, "Ugh, oh god, cringe," because I that phrase has got, like, such a connotation to it now that it's like, whatever you do for
Oh,
your
yeah, that's just
wife.
bullshit. That
Yeah,
phrase is
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
I don't
so,
care what nobody say. You gotta
yeah,
take care of you.
uh, but that's
Yeah,
the thing, right? Like, you
Gotta do
break yourself to
both.
do everything for your partner and your wife,
yeah,
and then you're over there as a
yeah.
shell of yourself, and, you know, I've seen those,
'Cause look,
especially
my
like we're
experience is the
we're
same.
still in June, right? We're still in June. It's Men's
Yeah.
Mental Health Awareness Month,
Mhm,
and too many times, and you guys may be guilty of this as well, but I feel like guys, we internalize a lot of things, and it's even when we try to simplify of what's going on in the
mhm.
brain, it does not come across the right way, or
Mm.
how we intended it to be. So
Yeah. I mean,
you
in
know,
my experience, like I've been through a lot. You know, I like I said, I grew up in the streets. You exposed to a lot fast. Like I learned a lot at a young age. Like you speak on your shit. You speak on it. Like don't harbor that shit in. Like, it ain't gonna do nobody no justice, you know? Like, an experience of seeing people turn to drugs, alcoholics, other things, like so, like, self-care meant, like, speak on it, you know? The world, like, don't get so caught up in, like I like to say judgment. A lot of people I see and I they trap themselves in that, like, "Oh, I'm not gonna give this person that heads up, that one." Like, me, you hang with me, I tell you, like, "Yeah, man, I had a history of DUIs. I got a blood on my car because hey, can't nobody judge me worse than I judge myself," you know? And like, yeah, man, like, just let go of the conversation, especially as a man. Like, you're not competing with nobody. Like, you're just competing with yourself as being a better person every day.
yeah,
But I
I
think
wouldn't even.
people kind of forget that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's some
It's
of
like,
it for sure. I think the other thing is that the society is basically trained us to not speak about,
Yeah.
you know, stand your ground on things, right? But if
mhm,
you're going through turmoil and you're going through some shit and you try to talk to somebody, I mean, for years, right? Therapy was looked upon as a bad
yeah,
thing. Like you were
yeah.
you were
Black people
less
don't do
than
therapy.
less than a man if you did therapy. And I'm like,
Yeah,
man, that was
I
something.
mean, in a sense, like my like when I grew up, like we would talk about it. We have those bros nights. We got a beer. And the whole night, everybody's dropping like, "Hey, and my homie, we'll crack a joke on Charles. You're like, ah, your wife's crazy,
Right,
but now let me tell you about what's going on in my household." And
right.
we kind of like make a little quick band, but like we end up helping each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it was good
Mhm.
advice, sometimes it was the worst horrible advice. My friend, I'm like, why'd you tell me to do that? you know? And
I
Yeah.
thought
like,
you were my friend. If I not
That
listen to
went
your ass.
yeah,
that went poorly.
yeah, like I don't. And we always say like, I don't know why I listen to Greg. Nobody listens to Greg. You know, like, and
Because his
I
name is
look at it as
Greg.
like,
Isn't that wild that when
you
that
know,
circumstance rolls around, that advice decides to be the
right?
advice that comes out of
You're
your
the one
mouth
you
or your
choose. Yeah.
actions? You're like,
I'm
"Oh,
like,
what was I thinking?"
gotta do it.
Yeah, my
Exactly.
logical brain
Gotta
said, "Don't do it," but I'm over here going, "You know what? I'll fuck around."
Fact.
Yeah. You know, that
Yeah.
is true though. Those hangout times with your friends,
Mhm.
where you do have those moments of not breaking down, but like, some of the walls come down and people like talk
Yeah. Somebody
honestly
starts the
and you have
relationship
those
conversation
you
and the
have those
collective
moments of
group
growth.
join in.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and I
but
will say
now,
though,
like,
yeah,
seeing less and less of friends over time, like
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
moments, those times, unless you're calling up and like initiating
guilty.
those talks or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But
yeah.
like
Like
not very many people do. And
mhm.
do you have somebody that you still feel like, you might not go and seek advice out from Greg anymore, like you're saying, right? Or
Mhm.
like,
Right.
certain friends, maybe you're down to just one or two that you'd actually talk to for advice.
Right, and I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing is that
So
as we get older, right, that's the like, we've all had the moments where, like, oh, hanging out with the homies, hanging out with the boys, we can you can decipher a lot of things, and you can have a mini therapy session without really having a mini therapy session, dealing with whatever it is. Maybe you were bold enough to speak about what's on your brain, and it helped out, but as we get older, those friend circles get smaller and smaller and almost non-existent at times. I mean, we've made jokes about it on here, like, "Oh, if you don't put it on the calendar, it ain't happening," um,
mhm,
and things of that nature. And so, like I said, therapy had this negative connotation, but I tell you what, I've been to therapy multiple times, and I am grateful for those times.
I'm about to
And
try
not to
this
say that,
thing called therapy out.
huh?
I'm about to
yeah,
try it.
man,
I said I'm about to try that thing out one time.
You know what? In all seriousness, like, I was in a real fucking dark space.
Yeah.
And this is prior to my marriage, like, going through hell. Um, and it actually led into that. So bless my therapist's heart, because I was seeking out that I needed help, and I was depressed, and I was going through it and just kind of coming to it and getting, and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, these are definitely some things I was not seeing clearly. And then everything in my marriage went to hell. And so my therapist, who was a specialist on depression, was kind of thrown for a loop too, because then it turned into now battling depression in a whole different realm because everything else came crashing down and it was a complete shit storm. But you know what? 1 hour a week, I could just, and my therapy sessions went like this. It started off with, how are things? And I'd start to laugh because of the shit show that was my life at that point in time. And it was always on Wednesdays. And I'd be like, well, let me tell you, and I would feel so much better afterwards. And then the running joke became, because I would laugh, is that on Wednesdays I'd feel great. I'm like, I feel like I got a positive spin. I'm going in the right direction. And then everything would fucking hit the fan again that day. And I'm like, well, shit, I can't talk to her again for another week unless I wanted to pay more for
Mm.
it. But I was able to, like, journal, and that's where I learned, like, the video journaling for me was crucial, and checking in with myself. And it was one of those things, like, it definitely gets down, it's got this stigma. I don't want to say negative connotation, but stigma
Mhm.
for men back in the day. But man, now I would say, like, any,
I
like,
would say
intrusive.
that stigma is still prevalent, like,
Oh
in
yeah.
my culture. Like, I
oh,
could tell
dude,
you
it's
one
not
black
just
man I talked,
Yeah.
all right, but like I said, a lot of men, like, it's
Yeah.
like my dad, I talk to my dad, he'd be like, I'm like, "Ain't can't nobody tell me else about my life." I might have to sit there and pay, like, and that kinda grew down to me, like,
Yeah.
I gotta figure this shit out.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
Like,
I was in an industry that doesn't deal with it forever with fire service. Now they're much better at it, but
yeah,
still,
yeah.
man, military people too
I
as well.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I feel like
yeah,
that really started to change it for men though, like, after the
Hmm.
Iraq war and all that, like, people came
Yeah.
back. Cause like, me being a
mm,
military kid, man, I lived on Fort Lewis. I was part of that wave when they came back, like, 4 or 5 people came back and killed their wives or killed somebody, and, like, the whole base was like it was like a whole new thing, and I'm like I remember being 17 cracking jokes like, "Fucking therapy,"
Yeah.
like, "That's for rich people."
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. As a
yeah.
like, we don't got
You
as a
know,
person, struggling, you don't got time for it.
Yeah.
Or so you think,
kudos to
you know?
my wife's employer because they include it in their
Yeah.
like just being an employee through their company, you get like one what is it, like 2 sessions a month or 1 session a month or something,
Yep.
like guaranteed, I think it's
Yeah.
even more than that, but like uh so like I think therapy is awesome because yeah, just even like with your spouse, your whoever you're living with at home, like, having
Mhm,
somebody else ask you some questions you might not know how to ask each other, or talk about something that, maybe you kind of duck rolled for years or swept under the rug and chose to like just let it slide. Yeah, I know, I said it.
I know,
Um,
that's why, and then now it's become a common thing, and I'm just like, that's why I laugh.
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh,
but
okay."
having
that's his
having
ad lib.
somebody else propose questions or get you to think about something in you might be stuck and looking at something this way, right? and you can't take that blinder off your eyes to see what else is out there. So like having it's just the same thing as like going to a buddy, but like going to one that's probably a little bit smarter than a lot of your friends and
Well,
and
not
not
even. I
not
wouldn't even.
biased, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe smarter, but
Maybe
definitely
not
just a
smarter is
different.
the right way to
Yeah,
biased.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say
But I
probably
get
even
the
just.
joke though. I get the
Yeah, yeah.
joke though. PhD.
Different perspective, right?
Knee slapper.
It's like, I mean,
Yeah.
like in all honesty, the truth be told, the three of us is kind of, it's why I appreciate us doing this because of our such of a diverse life experiences, and we can bring different aspects of it to each person
Mhm.
and for it. So it's kind of, I'm even looking at this as we are providing bit of therapy for us and to anybody who listens to us. So because maybe
Mhm.
they feel like they're stuck. Like Q, for example, man, I would love it if 18-year-old kid stumbles across us and he's like, who are these old fogies, right? And then but hears about your stories and trials and tribulations and growing up and what you went through. Granted, times are different, but you're 18 and you find out you're going to be a father. I don't care if it's 2026, 1982 is jarring for any 18-year-old male
Yeah.
at that point in time, right?
Yeah. Big responsibility.
Right. So if we can provide some person that goes, you know what, I was feeling lost and stuck, and I came across these three
Mhm.
yahoos, and here we are.
Right.
So
I agree with you. That's why I like to set up. I mean, like same reason why I got into like personal training. Trying to be a voice, show the community like, hey, look, you can come from anywhere, man. Like if you know me a year ago, 2 years ago, like I get people that
say I
text me
know
all the
you a
time,
year
like,
ago.
hey, or we'll say like 2 years, even 2 years ago, right before I got that job, like, hey, there's people like surprised that I'm even on this podcast. Like, kid, this is what the fuck you're doing, or that I'm even a trainer. Like the lifestyle, like the who I was, like that's all. Like I said, the self care, like that's me. Like took a step back, reinvented myself. Like it's about me. And I had a client when I first started. She said a lot of people when they say they're doing this self care, 9 times out of 10 they're just checking that box, but
Hmm.
they're not doing none of those steps that's really for them. For them.
Yeah, it's
And
just
what I've done in the last 2 years is like I'm for me. Like I'm taking care of
right.
my family. That's for me. This
Yeah,
job helping what it's for me. So like to me, that's self care. Like once you
yeah,
get out and like really put family first, or put you like your situation, you first, everything else just falls into place. Whether you want it to or not, it's gonna fall in place. God,
right.
family, and fucking fitness is
Yeah.
my
I
motto.
mean, hey, I like it. I like it. I mean, it really does. Like I said, it looks differently for every single person. That's what I love about it. So, yep.
Mhm.
What are besides, I guess you could say, building upon habits? What is something that you do on the regular? Could be minuscule, whatever, for that checks the box, but you actually do for self care.
I mean, I think we can
Uh,
all take working out off the
Yeah, no, not
yeah,
this
not
right.
bracket
counting,
because,
not counting that. Don't We're not going to go with the
yeah.
low
Mhm.
hanging
Yep,
fruit.
yep.
Right? Pick something that is uniquely you, or you feel like, hey, when your brain is in fucking chaos and you feel dysregulated, right? What is something that you must do slash like have to, how do I put it? Communicate to others.
What you
Like,
do
for
for a reset
example,
button.
yeah, for example, when I was in the fire service, if I had a rough night, call wise and stuff like that, I would come home and I would say like, I need 10 minutes, right?
Mhm.
Just to decompress. I even still do that to this day. Sometimes even when I've had like the long days, like I need to decompress.
Mhm.
Or
I can answer that for you easy. It's my kids, man. Like I don't give a fuck if I'm mad at them, right? If I ask them how their day are, just start interacting with them, like whatever the fuck frustration for that day is gone. Like I'm like, man, look, come here, yeah, come sit with daddy. She come sit there. We just start watching the movie. We don't got to speak. Just her presence, just like reminds me, what the fuck am I doing this for? Why am I
Right.
grinding? Why life's so stressful? Why I'm moving? So I get behind my family, man. Like my kids, I'm like, hey, y'all want to go to the goddamn park? Even though if I was just cussing and yelling about money, I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? Let me fix this and go spend a little bit. And once you see your kids smile and give you that look, like, damn, dad, we know this is hard for you, but we appreciate it. Everything's out the window for me personally.
Yeah.
Like I use my kids because that's what you're doing it for. That's what the grind's for. And if you keep your prize in front of you, there's no reason to search nowhere else for the prize because you got that little body that's going to need you until you leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's my happy every day. Man, that's why I go to all the sporting events because I'm not gonna be able to be a bleacher parent again. Is that what they call it now? A bleacher parent or
Yeah.
bleacher days or something like I'm gonna
Sideline,
get to have
sideline
that.
parent, sideline,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sideline
sideline
parent.
Yeah,
athlete.
I was
yeah,
like, I feel like
exactly.
bleacher parent. Somebody's going to take that as a racist comment somewhere.
I seen that on a commercial somewhere. I swear to God, I did on Tubi or
Mm.
some shit. But
Oh
yeah,
shit!
along those,
He's
like
pulling the
that's what I
Tubi
do for my
reference. Wow.
receipt. Oh, because they
Could
be
be.
having the low budget weird commercials,
I mean,
you know.
it's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
100% fair.
They actually get you watching because they're like, what are they trying
Yeah,
to
right. What you trying to say over here?
You're like, ooh, bargain TV. Shit, what is this?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Tyler,
Man.
what about you?
Yeah, I think a good chunk of it would be focusing on the family.
Mm,
I think if I'm having a crummy day, I try to find a way to get at least like one of them or all of us together and do something. Um, whether it's a park, whether it's like going out and finding some
right.
water, going on a walk, you know, like,
Yeah.
but also taking a moment too, because yeah, sometimes to knock a little bit of that edge off your attitude if you're coming home feeling a little sour, like I'll take that 2 minute pause before I step out of the car,
Ooh, the
and
cat made an
either
presence, made an
You
appearance.
either
see
listen
that?
to
You
us.
see that? That was
Yeah.
Uncle Cat big.
It was on your pillow, man. I saw
I know that's why my eye leaking. I swear. You see me? I'm dropping Visine
it.
like mother trucker.
um, but yeah, so I agree with you with the family, but when it comes to like a mental reset for me, it's usually trying to listen to a song real quick. And my nerdy one is to take a moment and play like a game. Sometimes I'm gonna sit down, play a game
Yeah,
for 15 minutes. That
Yeah,
kind of helps
I've been
me.
there.
A little PlayStation out there. It helps me kind of like
Yeah,
shut off the world for a second. I had that
right.
moment. All right, now I'm stepping back into it. It's kind of like having a
Yeah.
halftime, or
yeah,
Yeah, I definitely get
uh,
that. Like
for
you said,
me.
like Will and you said, it'd be like those little 10 minute. Cause like me, I'm the driveway dad. I come in like I'll just sit there, just get a good 10 minutes scrolling, like the complete silence for that second. I'm like,
mhm,
okay, cool. All my kids running up to the door. Well, I'm just waiting on me to open it. I'm like, nope. I'm gonna nope. Especially when they were
Yeah.
little, they're just like, Dad, and I'm like, just take this
Oh
10 minutes,
man,
cause that way
come
you
come
don't
out
want to take
banging
that.
on the car door.
Yeah, cause what you're doing, like as a man, what I
Oh,
love
there it
with
goes.
that people that do that, you're not letting that energy transfer. You're like, look, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna what is it? Compartmentalize. Let me get that shit out. Compartmentalize this. Get this down. And sometimes you like leaving when I have a good day. Yeah, I know. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're gonna work on my English. I've been here all my life. We're gonna work on it together.
Oh,
And
I subtly called you out, just like
hey, all nice and subtle too. It's like, dude, fuck, I heard that. They see the fingers.
it's like Tyler's secret
Yeah.
power right there. He just has these subtle jabs.
just twist that knife a little bit,
Yeah, just that one
The
finger
slow.
poke
It's not
between
even.
the
It's not
lips.
even the twist. It's like the slow push.
Yeah. Little
Oh
bit
no!
deeper.
Oh no!
But yeah, those sessions be key. I agree with you guys though, man. You gotta
Yeah.
have them, whether it's like what they say in the bathroom, if you're sitting on the toilet, ain't even shit, just sitting there scrolling in the car. But
Uh,
whatever works though, you know?
yeah, yeah. And I know we were making fun of meditation a little bit earlier, but my
No,
wife
Q was.
introduced I don't know. Well, yeah,
I was just
but
saying I need to try it. I can
uh,
picture it.
yeah, but so like every once in a while, like if the kids are, you try to get your kids to go to sleep at a certain time, right? And all of a sudden their energy
Uh,
levels, spike up.
Yeah.
Like we'll do
facts.
like, all right, go brush your teeth. and turn off all the lights in the house and put on like a guided meditation from like YouTube. It's just like sleep meditation, and it is
Mhm.
just a voice kind of like all right, lay down and be present in your body. How are you feeling? Take some deep breaths, uh, and then the energy, just shuts down around the house. So
Yeah.
we don't do it every day, but we find ourselves, certain weeks, especially if the kids' practices are going till 8:30 at night, and then you're doing
Mhm.
dinner, and then it's like bedtime. Like it can be hard to make that transition. So
Yeah.
yeah, I find that to
Yeah.
be
I
a
mean,
useful tool.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
always
can
try
see
to
that.
like get a, when Calvin's here, I try to get, stories in. We used to read like
Mm,
there's some funny stories, kids' books, whatever, but it was definitely a way where he would try to, be crazy person. And then I used to always try to demand him being in the bed. Now I'm like, as long as you're in the room and listening to the most part, we're reading Minecraft books right now that don't have many pictures. So I'm just sitting there reading. He's just taking in the information, and then he finally just kind of chills out. And so, I mean,
hmm
I'm a similar way. Like I think if kind of like you, Tyler said with video games. I sometimes dabble in that, but most of the time it's like I will put on headphones and as stated, like you guys have your kids all the time. So it's a blessing and a curse that I don't have my son 50% of the week, right? So some days I'm like, oh, it's chaos. And I have the time to just sit back and work on me or work on a project or something like that. I don't have to have any, Q, you talked about the driveway dad. It's like I still do that when I don't have my kid and my parking spot is right in front of my apartment. I'm like, I could just go in.
Right.
There's no one there and I could just go in. But
Mm.
but I default to, I mean, Tyler, you said playing a game or listening to song, but I always go to like an audible book. I'm like, okay, maybe it's one I've already
mm.
read or something
Hey,
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
on
I get
on a
after them
side note,
audiobooks, man.
look, I gotta call Tyler out on this. So I sent you a game invite yesterday. Was you in your safe place? Was you tuning me out? Was you self-reflecting for that 15-minute game?
When was this?
It was last night. It was like at 7.
Okay.
You was playing Battle Royale too. I see that as a
I
gamer
was like,
friend.
I
Okay.
know he
I was
saw it.
waiting.
He charged it.
I
You gotta
did.
send me a text, dude. I ignore a lot of those little like,
The little thing, cause it do
you
pop
know,
up little in the corner. I was like, I'm gonna call him out on that.
yeah,
Speaking
yeah.
of
You
game,
should have.
motherfucker ignored my shit.
I would have
Exactly. I was hurt.
come on down. I get so frustrated. Like I join some of those games and like, people either like don't communicate or like they're off
Yeah,
doing weird things. You're like,
doing
what?
their own thing. Yeah. What are we
Yeah.
doing?
So
Exactly.
no, somebody with a little bit of communication, I'm all for it, man. And a little time to
Right.
hang out. Hmm.
I would say I would join you, but I
Uh,
don't have a PlayStation, so you guys suck.
We
yeah,
got you. We're
you
gonna invite you over,
motherfucker.
Fred. You gotta see. Look, we gotta get you over to the side. Like you said, that's my safe place. Like I find something you enjoy, man.
Mhm.
Like you said, music's my thing. Like I love music, man. Like it takes me to a place. I got a lot of songs like because I like to create music with emotions or good past times or even bad times. I could like play a song like, oh, I remember this time where I was at, and that's
Mhm.
kind of how I curate my playlist when I work out. I like to like, I remember this moment. A lot of old school and
So
things like,
one could say you're pretty good at putting together a playlist.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say that. My music ain't for everybody.
I see where you're
'Cause like
going with
my
this one.
yeah, I
Setting him
mean,
up, about to knock down the domino.
You know,
oh, oh, yeah.
so just even talking about this,
Oh, you saved your ass.
Well, no, I mean, look, I'm
s-
gonna be honest.
uh,
Look, I throw money at shit. Like playing playlists, I'd rather pay my kid to make that playlist, and that's what we might have to do. Like, I'm one of them people. Look, I'll pay somebody else to do that shit.
I just gotta be in the mood for it.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
Facts.
okay.
but
I
no,
started it and I stopped. So there's that. And for those that are going to be listening to
Look
this
at you.
episode, what I'm talking about is we made a Dad Strong Gym playlist and it's been sitting for months.
Look, it's pending.
So
It's
it's
still. It's
pending.
in the
it's
queue.
pending.
That's what we
Yeah,
say. It's
yeah.
in the
It's got
queue.
that spinny wheel thing going right
Yeah,
now,
Spin wheel.
or
Yeah.
the
sure
dinosaur on the side saying,
if you are listening to your music on Spotify, you can find it. It's active. So it's just not very
Well,
many songs on there. So
yeah. Um,
anyways,
I think part of that is like kind of recognizing the time
mhm.
to like recognize the time when it might not be your normal routine or whatever, but like finding those moments, you're like, oh, like I can use it. I have the like taking your kids to sports and you're like stuck there for a minute. It's like, all right, it's too far away to like really drive home. Don't need to
Like,
go to the
yeah,
grocery store. You're sitting in your car and you could be like frustrated about being not stuck's not the right word, but like, there and like,
yeah.
there's
Or you
might be
just
some other
saving
things you
gas
could
because I
do.
know I do that. Like, if my daughter
Yeah.
practicing, like, I'm gonna save some gas. I'm gonna just sit here. I've got nothing else to do, so
It's like
I
40,
can get
40
you on that
minutes.
one.
Like, yeah, what are you going to
Yeah,
do?
I'm gonna
But
just
like,
chill.
all right, yeah, chill in your car, listen to that music. But like, I think it's
Mhm.
almost recognizing it for what it is. Like, if you don't recognize, like, you could just be sitting there listening to music and still like, brain going all over the place. Or like,
Oh,
are
yeah.
you taking that moment to like, all right, I'm going to listen to music with the purpose of like, you know,
Yeah, I like that. Like,
refilling your own
yeah,
energy, right?
exactly.
Um,
Fixing the
Yeah.
situation, figuring it
yeah.
out, whatever
Refill
it
the
may
cup.
be. Like, yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. And, like, I like how you said, cause like, I used to do that back, like, when my kids were younger, like, middle school days, when they had, like, a 9 o'clock bedtime. Like, I would cook dinner, like, well, let's say my girl's working at that time too, she didn't get off till 10. So, like, I would make sure I got everything done, so, like, in that 9 to 10 hour, I can decompress before she came home.
Hmm.
Like, setting it
Mhm.
up,
Hmm.
like, if you know your daily schedule, don't fight against it, like, make it work for you. Like, "Alright, I know today, right, I'm gonna have this good 10-minute chunk." Go think about it, go reset,
Yeah.
refresh, make
Be
it work.
intentional about it.
Yeah, exactly. So that way you can really, hey, if you're doing it to solve a problem, you can solve it. Or if you just want to just woosah, as they say the bad boys, you can woosah like whatever it be. Like
Ooh,
whatever.
sa.
Rub the
Yes, yes.
Love how all three of us did that. That was
And we
surprising.
did. I reached out like,
Yeah,
oh, I got it.
yeah. Nah, yeah, I
So I
Yeah.
like it.
definitely agree. Like, and just the kind of fitness I heard you was mentioning earlier. Like, I would say is making longevity now. I got to make longevity decisions. Can't eat food with endless spices and seasons salt like I used to. I'm like over there like, how much salt did you sprinkle on that now? Like my blood pressure might go up. Like you're thinking things like
Yeah.
that for self care, stepping forward. Like, because
Right.
I've been like a big proponent of fitness, and my family was because of sports. Like we didn't look at it as the healthy side of it until I became a trainer. It was like, hey, we got to work out. You need to work out so that way you don't get ran over on that line tomorrow, or so that girl don't push you
Hmm.
down in soccer. Like I need you. Like that was the main proponent. Now
Yeah.
they're getting older. My kids are leaving the house. Like, ooh, you got to be healthy. Like we're gonna start trying to steal those self care models. So like, I use that to kind of help me lock in on nutrition.
Yeah.
Started cutting back.
Yeah, I
Nutrition,
like it.
rest. Yeah. Prioritizing
Yeah.
rest and
Mhm.
sleep. Like, man, like, I don't know about you guys, but like, there's been a few times in life where I get locked in and I'm like, I have like a bedtime. Like I go to bed at 10, right? Or whatever it
Mhm.
is.
Yeah, I
If
do
you
too, brother.
like, when I do, like, I feel like so much better or like so much more even throughout the day. But man, like when you get
Mhm.
off that schedule or
You feel it.
start screwing around with
Very
that,
heavy.
like it's the same thing with like eating crummy and like knowing you be like, oh, I should be eating better,
Mhm.
I should be working out more, whatever it is. But like getting back onto that could be such
Y'all just getting back to that
a
Yeah.
man.
weird mental block, right? But
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean,
it
I
You know,
struggle
yeah.
with
like
the
the stress and struggles to get there. Like you're like,
yeah.
man, I got to do this
Mhm.
all over again
Well, and part of my
just to
Mhm.
get
issue
back to that
too is
routine.
like when Calvin goes back to his mom's house, it's either on a
Mhm.
Saturday or a Sunday. So then I'm like, oh man, I got the evening free.
Oh yeah, I can
Do
see
whatever the
that.
fuck I want. And then Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm like, yeah. Oh man, I could do all these things. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna catch up on shows. And then I'm like, 6:30 in the morning. I got a client. I'm up at midnight. What am I doing? I'm like, don't even
Mhm.
recognize the shit. And I'm like, oh god.
Man,
So it's a
on me,
struggle.
I would say I have that every summer, like, because then I catch myself like not trying to be too hard on my kids and make them go to bed because I remember they're in summertime, so I'm kind of
Mhm.
catch myself staying up, just trying to be a part of the family. Like everybody laughing downstairs and I'm up here in my blanket, like I got to train at 6. No, fuck that. I'm gonna watch the movie with them. So like
Yeah.
trying to find that even balance of being there with the family because I remember my dad's military. Like he'd be asleep at the second movie, 9 p.m. every time.
Mhm.
So my mom would
Mhm.
we'll watch the family movie first. Then she'll put the kids movie on because he's going to sleep. he's
Yeah.
out. So trying to find that
that
balance
dad
of
mode. You
like,
hit that recliner.
yeah, wow, it's over. It's over. You just got stone cold stuttered.
That happened to you guys right now? Because it happens to me just almost daily.
Man. Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh
fall
me,
asleep with the
like,
TV on, man,
Oh,
unless
oh
I
see,
can.
baseball's on.
Yeah, I will. I will
Shut
get in
up.
my recliner. That Joker goes back like this, and I'm done.
Mm.
Like it's
See
a
Something
me,
about
it's
the white noise of like
chair
it gotta be
nap.
baseball
like,
or soccer. There's certain type
Yeah,
see,
of
it gotta
soccer
be
like
Animal
it's like.
Planet. Like I can fall asleep to some National Geographic because they always pick people with the
Mm.
smoothest voice.
oh
Like
yeah,
as
I
a
get too
cheetah
interested in it,
comes
dude.
up.
I'm like,
Hey, sometimes me too.
yeah.
Next thing I know, 2
like, look
hours
at
in
this
that,
bird dancing, man.
documentary. Hey, so like I have the backfires. Like sometimes because documentaries be long, they're like 2 hours, and they say I know it's 1 a.m. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Then I put a
Mhm.
whale one on, and now I'm an hour in that. Like it's 3 a.m. Like that first
I
client gonna get
know
the
it.
angriest trainer today. I'm
Right,
Yeah.
angry.
right. The worst version of you is just like, I don't
Yeah.
care. Pick up the fucking weights, put them over
Right.
there. I'm not
Let's
getting
get
you
it.
shit. We're just,
Let's go.
I'm not even going to be friendly. Not even a good morning. Hey, what are you doing? Get on the fucking treadmill. I'm like,
And with the angry
Yeah.
coffee slurp. Come
yeah.
on. I'm
Love
here
how
because of
we
you.
we talked about at the very beginning, like way back in the day, like, hey, no drinks on the floor, and we now are all like
Oh yeah.
coffee, energy drink.
Everybody. If it's not with two in your hand,
Right.
hey, I got a stack morning. You over there? I
Or
got
you go and
8
buy an
clients
energy
today.
drink and you come back and you realize your coffee is still there that you haven't drank. You're like, shit.
Oh, yeah, because you got too
Well,
many. Yeah,
no,
man, hey, that's why I stopped drinking
it's not a
for
shit.
a
It's like
minute.
yes. Like
Yeah.
I'm about to pop this in the microwave real quick.
Yeah. And then 10 minutes later, you're on the toilet. Damn it. Backfire. Too much.
Yeah, I've been there too.
So,
Or that day you plan to have that busy day, so you hype up, and then like everybody cancels, so now you just sitting at the desk, just caffeine the fuck out. Like, so you guys want to work out with me? Like, chill, bro, chill.
what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
Yeah,
So,
why are you talking so slow?
right, exactly.
Man.
wait, anything else we want to
So, I mean-
add to the self care?
I mean, you got gym, food, friends, family, like
Yeah, I
mental
think
health,
those
spirit,
we
whatever you want to
can.
call it.
Right. I mean, like I said, we try to go away
I
from
know I
the
mentioned a little
low
bit,
hanging fruit.
right? So I mentioned a little bit, but like adventure.
Mm.
And I'm not talking about like going on a treasure hunt or anything like that, but like
Some white
I
people
think
shit.
Clarify.
I think it can get
Clarify for 'em.
yeah. So I think it can get difficult as an adult to find those things that you like find truly like enjoyable or that are
Mhm.
like still stay kind of novel or new, um, and like trying to find those activities or moments to add that like wonder or like that joy in your life that's
Mhm.
still kind of like fresh, like like as a kid, they're constantly experiencing new things and like everything's kind of like
Yeah, I
novel
agree, friend.
and but like trying to find a couple of those from whether it's going on a vacation or like
Mhm.
my household got into monkey shining in Tacoma here. I don't know if you guys are
Mm.
familiar with that at all.
I'm
Put
familiar
me
with
on
it, but I've
game.
never
They
done
put
it.
they put these like
What is
glass
it?
like glass blowing studios put out
Uh-huh.
little orbs or medallions, and they'll coincide with like either the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, or like now they got one for FIFA going on. So like
Mhm.
Pierce County will put out like a clue, right? Like, hey, like they'll show a picture of it with the background,
Oh,
usually
okay.
kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
close
yeah.
cropped and like give like a
Right. Is
3-word
is
clue
it
and
like
send
that
people on like
rock
a
thing
treasure
that
hunt.
everybody was doing on Facebook when they had their kids painting rocks? Is something similar
Kinda.
from like
Yeah,
them there
similar
hide the
similar
rock?
to that. Yeah. So is
Okay,
Let me
it? Yeah, they
see.
called
I'm
it
gonna see if
Monkey
I can't.
Shine.
Hold on here. See if this will work.
Pop it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I could
I don't
go
know
grab
if you
them,
guys will
but
be able to see it,
you
but we'll
know,
see.
so like my wife and kids,
Can
yeah,
you see
yeah.
these?
So my wife and kids are really into that.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
I see them.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And so, but like we started getting into that back in like just after COVID when like we're just trying to get
Mhm.
outside and go to a
Yeah.
park, but it gives like as a parent something to do at the park, and the kids like now they're all over the place, like going down trails and looking up trees and
Yeah.
chasing down clues and but or is it as an adult like you find a new hobby or a sport or
Mhm.
you go on a hike or something that scares you or
No, I
try
agree because
read a new book, read a new, like get a new
yeah,
certification, like trying to find that little
and I
extra,
agree
push
with you
yourself out of your
because
comfort zone, right?
somebody gave
Yeah.
me that advice, like, when I was kinda going through, like, a lot of things during COVID. He was like I met
Hmm.
this guy that was in a dart league, like, I went to a random bar,
Wait,
just
you
a place
played
Yeah.
to get
darts?
away, to chill. Yeah, I was for a minute. I had the whole stack and everything, like,
No.
but doing that for that year towards the end, like, I found happy, I found camaraderie, I had friends I probably would have never met. Like, my friend group was an old white guy, a young Asian dude, he was like 19, and this Mexican guy, we never really knew his name. We used to always joke about him and call him, Hector or something, but, like, nobody
Wow.
really knew his name. I know, 'cause it was like we were such a mixed group, like, we had that, like, racial banner and,
Got
like,
that
my
got that
guy always
dartboard.
like and,
I
like,
fully
I
expect you
agree
to
with
do one of
Tyler.
these and just hit a bullseye.
Let's go. For the camera, let's go. Ah, that you
Ah,
almost hit
That's
him.
it's
pretty
You
close,
close.
almost
man.
hit him,
That
though.
was really that was,
You was about to
yeah.
hit it, though. That's what I'm talking about. Show up and show out.
That's pretty.
But,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
so
pretty
that
close.
like, I went down to, like, this Meeker event, it was, like, a week ago, and I love cornhole, and I found a cornhole event, like,
Mm.
this guy, I was just staring. He was like, "Come in, we
Ooh,
do this every
sign me
Saturday at
up.
10."
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, so it's down there in Puyallup. I'll send it to you.
Mm.
And, like,
Mhm.
doing that, so I'm about to sign up because I know that's gonna be a branch out there. Just new experiences, new people, new life stories. Like, that adventure pays off, man, so I agree with
Yeah.
Tyler big
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys have already said it. Like, the adventure is definitely, whatever that looks like for you. However
Mhm.
that is. Um, yeah. I mean,
I like
for me,
competition too. Like,
Me
you
too, man,
don't
I'm a
say.
competitor.
sign
Let's
me up for
go.
anything competitive. Like, even if I suck at
Let's
it at
go.
first, like I'm
Yeah, we're gonna
Man,
figure this
coming for
talking
your
out.
throat, man.
so much shit,
We'll figure this out. I
so much
agree.
shit.
We can play
Yeah.
pool. We can play darts. We can play cornhole. You
Dude,
can
the
Mhm.
first,
throw
Q, I have
you
to
can
say
throw a
this, like
piece of paper into a garbage can. Like,
the
it
the
doesn't
first
matter.
inkling that I saw of this with Tyler, besides like us getting
Mhm.
creative with the middle finger game, we were at the other gym and I figured out I had a meeting with like HR and management to figure out what was going on with pay and how it's structured, all this other shit. So I called Tyler and two other guys and I'm like, hey, meet me at this place and we'll go over this shit. And so then but we were waiting for somebody else to get there and then Tyler and I started playing pool and it was like shot after shot. It was just starting to build. And I was like, oh, okay. And then
Mhm.
his wife showed up and she talked shit too. And I was like, oh, what the hell? I was like, I'm
Yeah.
outnumbered. I was like, man, whatever. I don't care. And then we started drinking and it was just, there was a lot of trash talking and I appreciate it. It was pretty entertaining for sure.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, good times.
Mm-hmm.
Good
That's how it
times.
go.
That's
And like I
that's
said,
Casey and
that
I's go
creates
to
like
right there. Playing some
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
thing.
Good. Good.
Yeah, so man, like self-care, man, if you didn't catch what we gonna say, man, it starts with you, man. Do it for you. Like I said, my
Mm.
client out, that's a question to stick for me. Do it for you, not just say you're doing it to check the box. Cause in doing
Yeah.
Yeah,
things
it's
that end
don't
up
don't
benefiting
just say it
somebody
because
else.
it's a choice phrase. It's a popular phrase like,
Yeah, I
oh, hey,
agree, friend.
self-care and checking in on my mental health, like, hey, June's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and I really appreciate that.
Mhm.
But too many guys just use it as trying to sound relevant, not doing the work, or
Yeah.
hey, whatever choice phrase you want to use is if you're
Mhm.
actively doing it, great, all right, that's wonderful.
Right.
But if you're just saying it to feel like you belong in something and you're not actually doing the work or shit
Right.
like that, you're missing the point, right? I think too many times the guys say they were trying to do self care, but it's not truly self care, like you said, Q. It's just
Or
checking a box.
like
It's
that.
it's just going through the
Or yeah.
motions,
Cause look,
you know.
think about it. How many times you ask somebody like, "Oh, yeah, they're doing this," but then at the end of the story, it's like, "Oh, my kids benefit from it." Like checking out the self care is like you should be the only benefactor from that,
Mhm.
whatever that self care moment. And then if it transpires, that's cool, But the
Yeah,
underlying factor got to be you.
Yeah.
it's got to be for the betterment of you and only you.
Hmm.
It has cause and effects for everybody else, right? If you're not right, whether whatever case is going on, you had a shit day, it will affect everybody else. But if you get
Hmm.
away, I mean, I'm guilty of this last year. I stopped doing a lot of things that were needed for me to do because I was so focused on something else. And I let that get the best of me. And like I stopped doing a lot of my self care, whether it be journaling or really hard workouts. I would give myself the participation trophy because it's like, you know what,
Yeah.
I did something,
I did well.
yay!
Well,
That's so good of me. And it's like, yeah, on one hand, that's good, but I should also be phrasing
Mhm.
it like, yeah, you did something. Now do fucking more, because it is
Yeah,
needed.
I like that.
When we talk about like
Just
self care, when we try to exclude the fitness side of things, for me on the fitness side of things, I must do a hard, heavy, intense workout at least once a week. It
I
just
did that
clears my
today.
brain and it forces
Yeah,
me to push my body, has my brain push the body more where I can't think of anything else besides survival.
I
And I have,
exactly did that.
and I,
Look, all thing is you heavy breathing in your headphones. Ah, shit. I definitely
oh,
had one of
dude.
those today.
I think it was last Thursday. I was running around the gym trying to find my lungs. Like push that sled so hard. It's just like that panic. Like,
oh yeah,
Yeah,
pre
yeah,
workout too close to doing that one.
yeah.
Ah,
I had a
get it
moment with
come
like
down.
on the battle
agree. I've
ropes.
been there.
I did like one
Mm.
cycle of battle ropes, but it was like different movements and all these other things. And then I was just like so out of breath. And I looked over at Austin
You
and I
get
was
like
like,
the
you know what?
forearm cramp afterwards. Can't.
Yeah, that. And I was
Mhm.
like, this is the type of shit that makes me just want to be fat. I don't want to do it anymore. Like at this point of like, is it worth it? Or should I just go
Uh,
be miserable? And I'm like, nah, don't do that. Let me do another
I don't
round.
know.
So yeah.
I think it can
Anyways.
be powerful when you like start convincing yourself that you like those feelings, though. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
we all
And
do.
that's exactly what I did, man. Like that's how I've been able to get behind it. Like, you need this today. You want this today. And you have more fun of a workout going to it too, because that's when you get that 11 and a half rep, you're like, fuck it, I got you. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I'm at that stage, I'm grunting now. I don't give a fuck who hears. Cause I'm like,
yeah.
I'm pushing through everything.
I,
Nobody
I
cares.
remember it was
Nobody
probably a
cares. We
good
I'm
talked
pushing
like
about
through
this.
everything.
We talked
Yeah.
about this.
it's probably
All
like a
right. I
good 10,
feel like
15 years ago. Whatever. Go ahead.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
say
catch that on the
next one.
next
We'll catch that on
season
another one.
episode.
Yeah, yeah. Next one. Next one.
So great conversation about this. We appreciate it. Tune in next week. That we will be having next phase of this series is going to be. We've talked about self care. We've taken care of ourselves. Now it's to bring everybody else along with us, family, friends, to not only for betterment of everything we're doing, but to help teach them. You know, your kids are always watching. What habits can we teach and things of that nature? So tune in next week. Once again, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. episodes drop. So if you haven't already, subscribe and you'll get that alert when we drop a new episode. Let's end the show though. So we have been doing this segment called So What's New With You. We decided to move it to the end of the segment because we can go off on tangents and that can get away from us. So we're going to get into the What's New With You, and then we'll do another round of jokes and we'll call it a wrap, gentlemen. So what's new with you?
Oh man, so speaking of adventures, like me, I try to like to do something every summer with my family. So we're trying to hit because we stay in a beautiful place. We're trying to hit every waterfall, man. It was like
Mm,
Mm.
10 or 15 within like 3 hour perimeter.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so that's just get out the house,
You got
fill
to
the
go
void
down
of my
to
son being missing.
Oregon. There's a trail down there.
Oh,
I'll
geez.
have to find it. And it's like 7 on the trail.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
down in the gorge, man.
Okay.
It's right
Yeah, I
by.
seen that
Yeah.
It's
one.
it's all attached. So okay. There's one way down south of the gorge that has this like a 3 mile loop that has like 7 waterfalls. But you can go to right by Multnomah Falls,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I think
yeah.
there's 7 along that trail too.
You know what's funny is
You
I
should
I
check out
started typing
Michelle.
in Oregon Trail with waterfalls, and the very first thing
Mhm.
that came up was Oregon Trail with zombies.
Oh shit.
I
I
don't know
remember
how
that
I feel
game.
about that, but
Hey, so
Mm.
look, so at all in fashion of me doing things like that out of the box, the first waterfall we go experience to go see was in Body Lake. We tried to go see Victor's Falls.
mm.
And that whole thing was just like barricaded off. Like my oldest son, my youngest son, he said, "Well, way to go, Dad. First waterfall checked off." I said, "You little
Damn.
motherfucker." Hey, so you know what I managed to do? Stand there and listen from a distance. Like, look, you can still hear the water though.
You're
You can still
right.
hear it. It's peaceful.
Man, you
So
weren't
here you
like, you
go,
know what? Let's
Q.
see what's on the other side of this fence real quick.
Yeah, you got
Right? I should have talked to him.
Yeah. You go
Oh,
let
uh
me
you
know
like
how
them?
it looks.
Right.
So here you go, Q. You better write this down or rewatch this. Trail of 10 Falls at Silver Falls State Park in Oregon. It's a
That's what
2-hour
it is.
drive
Yeah.
south of Tacoma, 26 miles east of Salem. It is a 7.2-mile loop trail. They also have a 2 to 5 mile loop option. To complete the whole trail is 3.5 to 5 hours.
Oh, okay. Those are
Did
So
all.
that
there
once
you
back
go.
when we
You can
lived
actually
down where
walk
we are.
behind the waterfalls as well. So
Yeah.
and this,
I'll
it's
give you
10
one that's
Looks
an
like you
hour
might kinda.
away. That'll check all those boxes, man.
Wow.
Okay.
We just
Damn.
went and did it a couple of weeks ago. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Send that to
Yeah.
me too.
All right.
So
All right. What's new with
Tyler.
you, fellas?
New with me.
That good.
Got
Huh?
in the game of electric squirt guns instead of the old
Oh,
school, having to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Stick the nose of it in the water and it just refills the tank.
Yep.
Man, those are sick. I'll just say that. Bought 'em for my son for
Yeah,
his
we got a
birthday,
couple around the
but
house.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't beat the garden hose, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much does.
How we do? How we look? Will, what's new with you, my brother?
Man, you know what? I think the biggest thing new for me recently is just really deep diving into the entrepreneurial side of things, whether it be for Dad Strong or my coaching business that's on the side. Like I took a step back from it and neglected it, and now it's doing research, but also really diving deep and instead of just thinking like instead of going for low hanging fruit like oh hey I got to do this to grow said business or to build this business, it's let me take the blinders off, to use Tyler's analogy earlier, but also I put this analogy together earlier. Those things where somebody dangles a carrot in front of you and you're trying to chase it, or a cupcake, whatever food analogy you want, and you're trying to get that initial gratification.
Q wants the carrots, so
Yeah, well, I was about to say that's why I used it. That's what,
Hey, my mouth's started watering now.
he said 2 of them. Anyways, it's looking at it from a different perspective of going, I don't want the single carrot for the instant gratification. Like, I want the farm. I need to get to the farm so that I can supply that to everybody else. And so something of just like taking a step back from the initial work to be done of like trying to, for example, get clients in a coaching business. It's more of like, let me build the SOPs, the playbook, the basically the training manual, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be coaching people for the rest of my life. I want this to be a company where people can come to and you're going to get first world-class experience and type of things. But if I don't have a training manual for it, and if I don't have the standards and I don't have the mission, core values and things of that nature. So I'm building this from the ground up now, which I didn't do the first time. And so that's my biggest new thing is really approaching it from a side of like, instead of trying to make money off it right away, it's what can I build to be sustainable, and give me
but
the
enjoying
freedom.
the journey.
Yeah, and giving me the freedom
Right.
down the road of what I want, right? I want to be able to go wherever I want, do whatever I want, whenever I want. And if I have, the goal is if I have my laptop, I can work from anywhere. That's kind of where I'm at. So that's been the newest thing, is really deep diving into that. So it's been
I
fun.
like that.
It's been fun. And then the other thing is just diving into like, how to just create other avenues of revenue. So, uh-oh. Does Mike die? We can't hear you.
Oh no!
Nah, it's still
you
alive.
muted.
I just had to
Oh,
mute it. I had to yell at one of the kids real quick.
I gotcha. I was like, did it just die? So, cool. So that's what we got. So what's new with you? So we'll end it here with one more round of jokes before we sign off. We each get 2 more. And I'm going to post this as well. So you got to let us know who had the worst joke out of the 2 segments that we have in the
I like
beginning
that.
and
I
the
like that
end.
new addition.
And then you let us know and we'll follow up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that out there to the world. I'm going to start off this one. It's a little darker.
Get the worst one out of the way.
Yeah. You know, we talked about therapy earlier, so this is fitting, but my grief counselor died the other day. He was so good at his job, I didn't even care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that. I like that. All right. So why did the coffin get promoted?
The coffin?
Yeah, the coffin. It's kind of what I do on this show. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. It was good at carrying dead weight. Ooh. I'm just fucking- I love you guys. I love you guys. I just couldn't help but piggyback that.
Don't make me I'll hang up on you right now.
Hey, Q has just been excommunicado.
But like,
Now the show's
edit
gonna
it
go
out.
for me and Tyler.
Just edit him out completely. I'll just put a dark spot over the screen.
All right, hey, look,
Too
you're
late.
just gonna do like a 90s sitcom and just replace my character, just have another random black man on the show.
Right. Oh, you guys got to watch the movie Little Brother on Netflix because they talk about that shit.
We're gonna have to have each of us make our own hand puppets, to be our character, right? And have that one show,
Right.
Yeah.
or maybe that's your hand puppet tells your dad joke,
Oh wow.
Right.
All right. So I accidentally drank a bottle of invisible ink. So I'm still at the hospital now waiting to be seen.
I like that one. Here you go. That's for you. That was cool. That was a good one.
All right. So why did Death become a gardener?
Creeper. I don't know.
Yeah. He was good at reaping what he sowed.
Say, dang it. It's like creeping,
Hey, you was on it. Yeah, you was on it. I was like, I gotta figure this.
Yeah. Nah, dang.
I was due for some good jokes. My last episode was trash.
Yeah,
oh man,
you did not bring your best game the last episode. So
it was horrible.
I was struggling in the second session. Yeah, that's what happened. I lost my spot, and I go, oh, where'd it go? Yeah.
What do you call bears with no ears?
Ooh, bears no. Just bear. B.
Yeah.
Yes. Just buh. So my son asked if trees poop. I was like, yeah. Where do you think you get all the number 2 pencils from?
Okay. That was good. Uh-oh. What happened, Q? I lost you.
Hammer down.
Yeah. This is a new recording.
Pop, pop, pee.
Gone. All right. So those are our jokes. Please let us know which one out of the 2 segments were the worst. We really appreciate it. And we'll share the voting results, and I'll put that on our social medias as well. So this is and wow, I can not even speak anymore. My brain just stopped working. Hold on, let me regroup. So as I mentioned earlier, Wednesdays at 9 a.m. is when our episodes come out. Follow us on DadStrong253 on YouTube, Apple or Spotify. You go to dadstrong253.com and you will find all of our links. Also, if you're interested in coaching, it's on there. If you're interested in where to find us on any of our merchandise, all that fun stuff, it is all on dadstrong253.com. And if you want to learn a little bit more about us, we are there as well.
I just put back in the oven.
Let me just.
So Phantom of the Opera going on over here. So
had to mute him. So
Phantom of the podcast.
There, he unmuted himself. Anyways, so we really appreciate how you're tuning in to us. And so next week, we're going to get into, like I said, episode 4 of this series, being an older dad or becoming a dad in an older part of your life. We're going to talk about including the family, the friends, the kids, setting good examples, and all of that. Gentlemen, any final words before we sign off?
Nope. Always appreciate the support, man. Like and subscribe, share the cast. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I know it's a learning process for us putting this on, but it's been fun to do and
Yes, sir.
continues to be so.
Absolutely.
So, you know, the more people that step out and watch and like and subscribe for us will just keep driving us forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
let's
So,
get it.
yeah, like I said, like and subscribe, leave us reviews, give us your best jokes, and vote on it. And we will see you on the next one. Peace out.